What's up, guys? Oh boy, Whew. I have to go on a quick rant here. All right, let me play around with the settings a little bit. Um, let's see. Yeah, I'm missing my black and white theme. All right, now I have not talked UFC for a while. Fact of the matter is, boxing is kicking ass this year. All right. Um, but I have come across some things that I need to speak on. All right. Um, let's see. Get the color back. It's looking a little bit too dark. All right. I'm going through my YouTube feed and I come across a video. Title of the video is, in short, Michael Bisping Musasi is a bitch. All right. This is a TMZ Sports video. All right. He is talking all kind of blasphemy as usual. Michael Bisping, the worst champion on the roster. He is cherry picking opponents. He wins the belt luckily by beating a one need, Luke Rockhold with one shot. Okay, wins the belt, fights old man Dan Henderson. He wanted that fight. Dana said he wanted to fight. He trying to act like the UFC came in with that shit. No, he wanted that fight. He wanted to get revenge. And he gets a gift, in my opinion, in his home country. I do not believe he won that fight. I think Hendo clearly won that fight 3 rounds to 2. Bisping was all kind of beat up at the end of that fight. Face all swole up, beat up. All right. And instead of going for the number one contender, Yoel Romero, he angles for a fight with George St. Pierre. He gets that fight. Then the GSP, for some reason, is slow to take on the fight. And so when it comes to fighting Romero, twice, the second time, he's complaining about a knee. All right. So on this TMZ Sports video, he makes a statement that I want to read. All right. The guy interviewing, mentions that Robert Whitaker and Yoel Romero are going to fight for an interim title. And his response was, "It's cute. God bless him. You get a little participation trophy, a little certificate, a little trinket for winning a fight." Then the guy asked, "You're going to fight the winner?" And Bisping says, "Well, if I choose to fight the winner, I'll fight the winner. If I choose not to, I won't. I'm the champion. It's my belt. It's my division, and I'll do what I want." All right. Now, let me go to Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson. All right. As we know, he recently tied Anderson Silva's record with 10 successful title defenses, I do believe. All right. So Cody Garbrandt is hurt and out of the fight with Dillashaw. So Dana White says, well, Mighty Mouse is going to defend his title against Dillashaw. That's the next fight for Mighty Mouse. Dillashaw wants a title shot. He's willing to drop to 125. That's a great fight for the sport, for the fans. Mighty Mouse being on a hell of a run. Dillashaw being a highly ranked former champion. Great fight. A great challenge for Mighty Mouse trying to break Anderson Silva's record. So what did he post on Twitter? A couple days ago, May 23rd. Demetrius Johnson at Mighty Mouse UFC. "Just so the world know, I haven't agreed to anything. Still waiting on my contract to fight Ray Borg, not TJ Dillashaw. If he wants a title shot, he can come to flyweight and get a win, then get his turn." Like he's dictating terms, like he's a boss at the UFC. Now I am doing this video. I had to get on Tyron Woodley's ass a few months ago. And now I have to get on to these guys, man. Demetrius Johnson and Michael Bisping need to realize that they do not run the UFC. They may be the champion of the flyweight division and of the middleweight division, but they are UFC champions. They are not, Michael Bisping champions. They are not Demetrius Johnson champions. They are UFC champions. All right, they are holding the UFC flyweight championship and the UFC middleweight championship. These guys have to remember this is the UFC middleweight championship and flyweight championship. These guys are not dictating any terms, man. You know, for some reason, these guys thinking that they can, do whatever they want, fight whoever they want, they call the shots. That's not the case, man. If Dana White wants to play hardball with these guys, man, I'm telling you, they asses can get stripped. They can get stripped. Um, while Bisbing is saying, let me go back to his quote. If I choose to fight the winner, I'll fight the winner. If I choose not to, I won't. I'm the champion. It's my belt. It's my division. I'll do what I want. No, you won't. No, you won't. All right. If and when Romero and Whitaker has that fight, if Dana White says, hey, you have to fight the winner on this date, this time, and if this guy is stalling and pulling out, they can strip his ass, man. They can strip him and make Romero or Whitaker the permanent, legitimate, undisputed middleweight champion. They can do that. They are well in their rights to do that. They can say, hey, the guy would not take on the fight. The guy does not want to fight his number one contender. So we're gonna strip him. Your Romero or Robert Whitaker is the undisputed champion. And then what is Bisping? He is nothing but an old man who doesn't have a bargaining chip anymore, who is at the end of his rope, okay, at the end of the road. What he wants is to cash out in a big money fight with GSP, a guy who does not deserve a middleweight title shot. This is a bullshit fight. Nobody wanted to see it, and everybody's happy that it's off. But for this guy to act like this, man, try to say these things, man. Nah, man. You got to fight the winner, man. I believe Dan's gonna get fed up with this bullshit, and if he don't want to step up and fight the winner, they can and will strip him. I would not feel sorry for him whatsoever. He needs to fight the top guys. He's trying to angle and pick his opponents, man. Try to get these big paydays. It's bullshit. Now on to Mighty Mouse, Mr. Mighty Mouse. Let me say it again, just so the world know. I haven't agreed to anything. Still waiting on my contract to fight Ray Borg, not T.J. Dillashaw. If he wants a title shot, he can come to flyweight and get a win, then get his turn. When did Mighty Mouse become Sean Shelby or Joe Silva? Somebody inform me. When did he become an official matchmaker with the UFC? I was not informed that was his job title. All right. If he wants a title shot, he can come to flyweight and get a win, then get his turn. No, Demetrius. No. If Dana White and the UFC mandate that TJ Dillashaw is the number one contender and that's the guy that you have to fight, that's the guy you have to fight, all right? And if you say no, trust me, if I was Dana White, I would love to have a face-to-face with Mighty Mouse and say, Demetrius, you have had 10 successful title defenses. You are on the verge of making history by beating Anderson Silva's record. It would be sad and a disgrace. It would be hurtful and painful to your legacy if you were stripped because you would not fight your mandatory number one contender and you did not break Anderson Silva's record. I would put that reality in the Mighty Mouse's face. He is not a matchmaker. He is not a boss at the UFC. If the UFC and is he? I mean, how much money is he drawing? What kind of ratings is he bringing in? What kind of pay-per-view buys is he bringing in? And he's gonna try to dictate terms like this. Same thing I said with Tyron Woodley, man. This if he was a Conor McGregor, that'd be one thing, or a Ronda Rousey bringing in big numbers and big money. But he is like at the lowest drawing champion, I believe, almost. Hell, so nah, man. He is in no position, and I will let it be known. Demetrius, you have to fight TJ, or you will be stripped, and you will not have the ability to break Anderson Silva's record. These guys need to face reality, man. This is the UFC. This is not the Ultimate Mighty Mouse Championship, the Ultimate Bisping Championship. You know, they need to get that shit out of their head, man. And Dana White needs to come down on these guys and let them know the reality of the situation. And I had to sound off, man, because it's this kind of mentality and attitude why boxing, went the way it went. But guys want to cherry pick, decide who they fight, when they fight them, all these kind of things, man. You know, the boxing needs or needed, a guy like a Dana White, a one figure who was the boss, decided, made fights, mandated this and that. If these guys don't want to play ball, man, strip them. I would quickly strip them asses. All right, I would, man. If they don't want to play the game, take them belts, man. Put them on somebody that wants to fight and defend. So I just had to sound off, man, because shit like that gets on my nerves, man. We want to see the best fights. I tell you, man, it's a reason why the UFC not doing so hot this year, man. People bullshitting around, you know. So I just had to sound off, man. I'm seeing in the chat, yeah, DJ is ducking Bisping too. Yeah, man, it's ridiculous, man. Champions trying to duck, man, like going, boxing style, man. These guys got to fight #1 contenders, man. If they don't want to fight, strip them, and hey, have a title fight with two other guys, man. Put their ass back in the back of the line. These guys need to face reality, man. This is the UFC. This is not, like I said, not the Mighty Mouse Championship, not the Bisping Championship. This is the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Shit. So that's it, man. I'll talk to you guys soon, man.